How we doing, fellas? So I was really bored last night and sorted through a box of cards. Got them all put away. And then I've got another box sorted for today. But I figured I'd talk about a few things that I really liked about Timespiral block. Because this box that I sorted through was mostly Timespiral. A little bit of Ravnica, but mostly Timespiral. And we had really cool things like full illustration card. It's just a basic creature, no special abilities. It's a casting cost, a power toughness, and a type line. That's it. That was kind of neat. Some of the other things we had hanging out in the future sites, weird combinations like our friend Lucent Luminate here, which is a 3/3 flyer, which is both an enchantment and a creature. There's also, can't remember what the card was called, but there was a land that was both a creature and a land, and it was a dryad. It was kind of interesting. It was a man land that didn't need to be activated, but had the drawback of summoning sickness. And of course, we had other stuff like Assembly Worker. Now, before Assembly Worker was just what Mishra's Factory would turn into when you activated it. It was the original man land. But here we have a separate card just for the Assembly Worker. Which is kind of fun. We had no casting cost on classic effects and spells that were suspend only. Here we have Restore Balance, which is a suspend version of Balance that you just plain can't cast from hand, which is kind of fun. It's nifty. I liked the one that was the suspend only version of Ancestral Recall better, but that's just me, I guess. I don't know. We had new takes on old creatures. For instance, Fortune Thief is very similar to Ali from Cairo, except it was a morph creature with a significantly higher casting cost if you tried to power it out straight. It's kind of nifty. We had the effects of artifacts or enchantments put onto creatures. Magus of the Mirror was a lovely example of that. We saw mechanics that were on creatures come back as spells. For instance, Mind Stab as a derivative of Mind Stab Throw. Gaze of Justice is a derivative of Hand of Justice. We had cards that were going to come back later. Bloodshot Trainee. Yeah, he's in the new Mirrodin block. Well, Scars block, whatever they want to call it. Don't matter to me. And we had Chaos Shifted cards. Here we have two legendary creatures. The blue version of Braids and the white version of Krovix. Actually, I think it's kind of funny because that means Krovix has had a grand total of 3 legendary cards. He's had Krovix the Cursed, and I want to say he was either an Exodus or Stronghold. I can't remember which. Krovix was a vampire. Then there was Ascendant Evankar, which was in Nemesis. And now with brain fart, Planar Chaos, we had Krovix Ascendant Hero, the white version of Krovix. And I'm like, that's actually pretty cool stuff. I mean, the closest we get to something like that is like Nicol Bolas being both a legendary creature and a planeswalker. And actually Venser is also in that boat too. Kid science fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's neat stuff. Also, you've glimpsed the cat box numerous times in the videos, and there's the cat. Ghana. Yeah, it's a good kitty. She's a good cat most of the time. Most of the time. But she's a huge mess maker. Huge mess maker. Oh well. Have a good one, guys. Hope the rest of your weekend goes well. Yeah. The one day of it last year. Anyways, yeah.